Have you ever heard of a scam so massive, so audacious, that it pulled in billions of dollars from people all over the world, only for its founder to vanish into thin air? This is the story of the missing Cryptoqueen, Dr. Ruja Ignatova, and her company, OneCoin. It all started back in 2014. The world was just getting hyped about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. People were making fortunes overnight, and everyone wanted in on the action. But for most, crypto was complicated and intimidating. This is where Dr. Ruja Ignatova saw her golden opportunity. She presented herself as a genius, an Oxford-educated visionary who was about to launch the next big thing, OneCoin, the Bitcoin killer. Her pitch was brilliant. She promised a cryptocurrency that was easy to use, secure, and most importantly, guaranteed to make you rich. She held massive, glamorous events in places like London's Wembley Arena, dressed in extravagant gowns and diamonds, looking every bit the part of a financial messiah. She told audiences that while they missed out on Bitcoin, OneCoin was their second chance. A chance not just for wealth, but to be part of a financial revolution. And people believed her. Millions of them. From Europe to Asia, Africa to the Americas, everyday people, teachers, doctors, factory workers, poured their life savings into OneCoin. They were drawn in by the promise of a better future and the slick, multi-level marketing structure that encouraged them to recruit their own friends and family. The more people you brought in, the more you earned. It seemed foolproof. The value of OneCoin kept going up and up on its internal exchange, and people's digital wallets showed them becoming paper millionaires. There was just one tiny problem. OneCoin wasn't a real cryptocurrency. It had no blockchain. The mining of coins was just a computer program spitting out numbers in a centralized database controlled by Ruja and her inner circle. The rising value? It was completely fabricated. It was, from the very beginning, a massive Ponzi scheme dressed up in the language of the digital age. As the money rolled in, some people started asking questions. Where was the blockchain technology? Why couldn't they trade OneCoin on any external crypto exchange? Whenever these questions came up, they were dismissed. Skeptics were labeled as haters who just didn't understand the vision. The community was so tight-knit and indoctrinated that members would fiercely defend Dr. Ruja and OneCoin against any criticism. It was almost like a cult. Behind the scenes, though, the empire was starting to crumble. Law enforcement agencies around the world were getting suspicious. Investigators were closing in, untangling the complex web of shell companies and offshore bank accounts used to launder the billions of dollars flowing into the scheme. The pressure was mounting. In October 2017, a major event for OneCoin promoters was scheduled in Lisbon, Portugal. Everyone was expecting the star of the show, Dr. Ruja, to appear. But she never did. She was a no-show. At first, her associates made excuses. She was sick. She was dealing with security threats. But the days turned into weeks, and the truth became chillingly clear. Ruja Ignatova had vanished. On October 25, 2017, just 2 weeks after the Lisbon no-show, she boarded a Ryanair flight from Sofia, Bulgaria, to Athens, Greece. And then nothing. She disappeared off the face of the earth. She took with her not just billions of dollars, but the hopes and dreams of millions of people who had trusted her. The fallout was catastrophic. When the truth about OneCoin finally came out, people lost everything. Homes, savings, pensions, all gone. Families were torn apart, with members blaming each other for getting them into the scam. The stories are heartbreaking. People who had been so sure they were on the path to financial freedom were left with nothing but worthless digital tokens and overwhelming debt. So, where is Ruja Ignatova today? That's the billion-dollar question. The FBI has her on its 10 Most Wanted Fugitives list, with a reward for information leading to her arrest. There are countless theories. Did she use her immense fortune to buy a new identity, complete with plastic surgery, and is now living a life of luxury on a private yacht somewhere? Some rumors suggest she has powerful protectors in Eastern Europe. More sinister theories speculate she may have been murdered by her own associates or other criminal organizations she got involved with. Her own brother, Konstantin Ignatov, who took over OneCoin after she disappeared, was arrested in 2019. He cooperated with authorities, but even his testimony didn't lead to her whereabouts. The story of the Cryptoqueen is a powerful, cautionary tale. It shows how easily greed and the fear of missing out can blind us to red flags. Ruja Ignatova exploited people's hopes and their lack of understanding about a new, complex technology. She sold a dream that was, in reality, a nightmare. The search for her continues, a global manhunt for a woman who orchestrated one of the biggest scams in modern history and then vanished like a ghost. What do you think happened to her? Let me know your theories down in the comments. It's a fascinating and tragic story that we can all learn from. Thanks for watching, and if you found this story as compelling as I did, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. See you next time.